This is the Red Pill Reich. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the critique that has been brought upon Kevin MacDonald and his model. The only academic to step forth and put a critique upon Kevin MacDonald's JQ evolutionary group strategy model was a guy named Nathan Kaufness. And they had 3 interactions with each other via journal article publication, peer-reviewed. And MacDonald was the last one to make an article response. There was no follow-up from Kaufness. In none of Kaufness's responses to Kevin MacDonald and his original critique did he really address the core issue that MacDonald was making in his thesis. Rather, he brought up other things such as lack of ethnocentrism, supposedly, within the J community. However, and a lot of people have latched onto that as some kind of, oh, well, he really got him there. But really, he didn't. This argument, throughout their history, the Jays have always been a mixed race people. From their very origin, they're mixed. So technically, you could say they were, due to migrational load, they were spiteful mutants from their very beginning. But this has not caused them not to do what's in their group's best interest at any point in history. Even, when they migrated into Europe, they eventually mixed with some Europeans. That's how Ashkenazis came into existence to begin with, and later on, Sephardic. Did that destroy? Oh, they're over now. They mixed with the Europeans. They're finished. No. They just got bigger and stronger. Didn't wipe them out, did it? Yes, you might not be able. It's impossible really to make a genetic ethnocentric argument when you're dealing with a mixed race people. How can somebody be genetically ethnocentric if they're mixed? They can be culturally, though. These people... If you have, for example, a mestiza, Latinos are very similar to Semitics because they're a mixture between Asiatics, Caucasians, and even some have black. So it's very similar. So if you have a Latina that's, say, 60% Native American and 20% white, well, if she decides to get another mestizo man, and he's only 80%, let's say he's 80% white and 20% Native American, well, she's really not being genetically ethnocentric. It's really impossible. She'd have to find a guy with exact same percentages of her to really be anything like that. But it's impossible when you're dealing with a mixed race people. Technically, Muslim Arabs and Jays are genetically brothers, but they have cultural divide that goes way back. So from a cultural ethnocentrism standpoint, they are very culturally ethnocentric, and they do what's in their group's best interest. So this argument is silly that they're mixing out, dude. If the Jays mix with any pure race like black or Asian or Caucasian, whatever, the only person losing there is the pure race person. The offspring of that is going to be mixed, just like the Jays already are. So again, how is this hurting them? If anyone who mates with these people have probably already converted to that religion, that child will grow up with the Jewish ideology. So how is that hurting them? It's just going to bring more into their flock. So this argument is silly. Now, the other argument that, well, they let anybody go to Israel. Well, first of all, that's not true. If you are a Palestinian, even if you're married to a Israeli citizen, you're not going to become a citizen. And yes, they do let some people, like a lot of the Ukrainians are going there now, the refugees, but most of them are showing they have some Jewish ancestry. But they do have a limited amount they will allow to go there who do not have Jewish ancestry. Okay, but there's a limit. But again, just because they let somebody in that country does not mean anybody can go there. Okay? And also, even if they really were letting anybody go into Israel, let's say that I'm a skinhead, right? And I'm gonna clean up my act. I got a plan. I'm gonna let my hair grow. I'm gonna get rid of all the tattoos, and I'm gonna try to make it to Israel, right? So somehow I make it past all their background checks, right? Because there is a process. You have to live there 3 years. You have to learn the language, at least good enough to get around. And I make it by, right? I get in. I get my citizenship. So now I'm gonna start causing problems. Well, if you cause problems, they can strip that shit from you and kick you the fuck out. Just like here in Peru. If I were to become a citizen here and start causing problems, they could quickly strip me of citizenship and kick me the fuck out. It's not like in the USA, once you become a citizen, you're good. Right? No. So this idea that, oh, anybody can go there, which isn't true really, but even if it was, they will kick you out. So this is not a problem. No, they're not being, they're not doing what's in their best interest. Yeah, they are. Most people are proving their loyalty to Israel, and they're essentially, pledging allegiance that they're going to be faithful to that country when they go there. Not too many people that aren't down with that are going to go there, and so that's just silly. But yeah. So these JQ people have always, even though they're not genetically ethnocentric, but it's the same with Latinos. You got Afro Latinos, you have Native American Latinos that are mixed, and you have Euro mixed. Okay, these people really don't get along with each other. But as a group, as a culture, if a foreign invader were to come, let's say if the Australian Aborigines had ever invented a boat or a ship and sailed across the ocean to Latin America and attacked them, well, yeah, they would all come together as a culture against this foreign invader that they share no genetic or cultural affinity with. They would attack them, and if once they defeated them, probably they would go back to their caste system. Okay, so this is not the JQ have been a culturally ethnocentric group of people, and I can't see at any point in history when they did not do what is in their group's best interest. So anyway, until next time, ciao.